All right, folks, we are back. This is Pittsburgh Zombies against Philadelphia Shenanigans. Pinky is grabbing her headset. I'm Bujitsu.
Hi, I'm Pinky Donchadera. Sorry, I was doing THA stuff, so making sure my announcers are taken care of. Oh, I've got such I'm fangirling so much over this crew that I had the pleasure of working with this weekend. Bujitsu and I announced for the first time together yesterday. Truck Norris has never announced before, so this is the first time Truck announced this weekend. Tot is new to announcing, so yeah,
wonderful,
Cashman. Love Cashman.
Oh yeah, Cashman's actually one of my favorite people.
He's one of my favorite people, absolutely.
Seriously.
One of the reasons why I was like, you guys want me to announce MRDA? What? I guess I could announce MRDA. And I absolutely love it. MRDA, JRDA. WFTA, if you want me, I'll come to announce WFTA too.
Let's go. Coming up for this next track, I'm going to announce the Pittsburgh Roller Derby Zombies. This is 1357 Hawk, 172 Jackson, 185 Slinging Grits, 2121 Dangle Sauce, 213 Sadie Maxicus, 277 Bugsy, number 3 Candy, 369 Push of Power, 379 Thunderbottom, number 42 Mr. Sir Guy, 510 Bromance, 555 Ambulism, 609 Pocket Rocket, 610 Hef, and a 77 Paul Barrier.
Alrighty, and wearing your white, Philadelphia Shenanigans. We've got number 10 Scarlet, number 1018 Misery Machine, number 145 Ice 9, number 1701 Spock and Ah, number 255 Frank Shred Hot, number 273 Uller, number 3 Mike Oxbig, number 410 Something Generic, number 413 Rolling Thunder, number 5 Tombo number 5, number 62 Homestar Roller, number 7 Marvy Lust, number 703 Smash Ketchum, number 7734 Knucklehead, and number 87 Skid Knee Crosby.
Welcome back, Philadelphia hooligans, to the circuit. I love that you guys are back. I love playing y'all and miss playing y'all, and looking forward to seeing what you guys are able to do this weekend.
Yeah, exciting that Philly has enough folks now to put together a Sanction B team. So, Zombies and the Hooligans, or the Shenanigans, both Sanction B teams for their respective leagues.
Starting Jam 1, Homestar Roller facing off against Bad Bromance.
Ooh, tough defense right off the bat. I don't know that I've seen jammers struggle this much right off the line. Usually somebody's breaking free immediately, but that struggle has left to Homestar Roller being sent to the penalty box. One step around Marv, and Bromance is your lead jammer.
410 being called on a massive direction play. Uber has done a fantastic job already playing a zone defense from Philadelphia Hooligans. The zone defense really does offer some fantastic opportunities within the defense, so I'm very curious to see what they can come up with on that.
And I like seeing Uller as a blocker. With the Hooligans, he's primarily a jammer, so nice role switch up for him, showing great leadership amongst the team, that he can
dual role.
Probably even, he might be a triple threat. I bet you we're going to see a pivot at some point.
I would much rather have a jammer as a pivot than just a normal blocker.
Yep.
It makes things a lot easier when you have to have that star pass in a desperate situation.
Yep. Alrighty, and we're seeing Young Buck Bugsy with the star going up against Skid Knee Crosby. Good defense by Paul Barrier and the captain Pocket. Trapping Skid Knee, getting caught by Candy. Candy pushes him off the track, draws him back. But both jammers, again, still struggling to get through these walls.
Pocket Rocket playing a little bit of offense up front for Pittsburgh, was called in a directional play, another directional play. And Pittsburgh already started penalty heavy, so this could be a great opportunity for Philadelphia.
Yeah, we've got, so far, 3 penalties. We've got 3 Pittsburgh blockers in the penalty box. Paul Barrier, Jackson, and Pocket. Candy out there solo having to deal with the offense of the Shenanigans, as well as trying to play defense against Skidney. Jackson, released from the penalty box, immediately captures Skidney and forces the call off.
That was almost of a teleport for Jackson coming out in the middle of nowhere, just reappearing in front of that jammer and shutting it all down in a moment to force the call off. Paul Barrier standing in the penalty box. One blocker each for Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. So a 3-on-3 pack situation.
Change up in the Pittsburgh jammer rotation. We're seeing Dangle Sauce wearing the star up against Frank Shred Hot.
Two very, very large jammers coming out.
Shred Hot with the quick hit and quit it.
A little bit of discussion for the jam ref and is finally awarding up 2 points for Philadelphia Hooligans.
Yeah, for those of you at home, maybe first time watching roller derby, to earn your points, your hips have to pass the opponent, your opposing blocker. If your hips don't pass, you don't get the point. Now, if you miss that, you can always go back and re-engage it, try to get the point again, but sometimes it's easier to just throw it in the air, get what points you've already captured, and call it off.
Number 6'2" Homestar Roller for Philadelphia against Bad Bromance. Bad Bromance did a fantastic job yesterday putting up some mega points for Pittsburgh. Misconduct being called on Jackson, which will release Homestar Roller for lead jammer.
Big hit on Marv sends Bromance off the track while Bromance is kind of doing that little bit of a star stash.
Uller playing a lot of offense against, I believe that's, who was that? Anyway, a lot of great against Hawk.
Yep, and we just had a star pass there. Bromance handed it off to Candy. Candy coming up hot, but Homestar Roller is great with that track awareness, sees Candy coming and calls off the jam.
This is going to be a mega challenge for Pittsburgh Zombies. Playing a game today against Philadelphia, taking a break, and then playing against Terminus later this afternoon.
Yeah, and I will say that Pittsburgh sanctioned A-Team Undead had an insanely close game at Dawn of the Derby against the Philadelphia Hooligans. So I'm going to guess that the Zombies versus Shenanigans is going to be a very similar battle.
I hope so. I really. Ooh, big hit! Calls off the jam. Skidney is very quick to recover from that mega hit from Pittsburgh. Didn't quite catch the number on that train, but fantastic hit and quick recovery. Sadie Massicus has reported to the penalty box. Late penalty being assessed after the jam.
I guess we're also having a little bit of a, shall we say, uniform maintenance. Sadie's numbers are difficult to read on her arms, I believe is what the conversation was. So.
And as the Sharpie rule has been put into effect this year.
I'm a fan of the anti-Sharpie rule, I have to say. As someone who has gone home from bouts with numbers on my face.
Not just on the face, but also we wear white jerseys, and that is really, really kind of a pain in the butt to get out of a white jersey.
So it looks like we might have an expulsion.
Candy Crush has been sat in the penalty box to replace Sadie.
Yeah, Sadie skating off. That was she had been called on an illegal procedure. So
I don't know if they're going to allow her to maintain skating If she gets numbers, hopefully they
Yeah.
give her the opportunity to get numbers and return to the track.
Yeah.
We'll find out soon.
And I'm only overhearing, since we're close to the penalty box, I think that's what they were talking about. I also saw her fidgeting with her helmet strap, so maybe it's not an expulsion, it's just a, hey, you got to fix your gear. So we will find out.
Lots of big plays here as Knucklehead reports the penalty box, as does Paul Barrier from Pittsburgh.
Okay, and that looks like that was a 4-2 jam in favor of the Shenanigans.
That's 5 straight jams now for Philadelphia that has been awarded lead jammer. This could be a problem situation for Pittsburgh Zombies if they don't figure out how to get their jammers out fast.
Yep, because again, here we are, home store roller, lead jammer, Bromance. Bromance does not like this. Bromance is so used to being in control and lead. He's got that star off and he is flying, but again, can't earn points if you don't have that helmet panty on. And I'm sorry, I said, I'm a Derby Dino. I said the old word. I meant the hat.
The hat, the cover.
People don't like that word.
Looks like we have a timeout being called somewhere. Not sure by who. Oh, this will be from Pittsburgh.
Okay, team timeout from Pittsburgh. So, hey, you know, we cannot thank enough everyone who helps us keep the wheels rolling in this sport. I mean, truly, this is a DIY sport from the wheels up. We want to thank our officials, the photographers, the medics, the volunteers, the sponsors, the vendors, my announcing team, and all of our fans here today, and those of you watching on the live stream. We could not do this without all of your support. Thank you so much. We love you all. Keep supporting roller derby. Find your local league. If you've got a WFTDA team, an MRDA team, a JRDA team, a non-affiliated team, go support them. Watch their, go to their bouts, buy their merchandise, support their fundraisers. Roller derby is an amazing sport, all inclusive, and we love having you support us.
100%. Jam number 8, Bugsy taking off against Skidney Crosby.
Ooh, nice offense there by Mike Oxbigs. Clears out that outside, lets Skidney out. Skidney easily gets lead.
Paul Barrier played some wonderful offense, and I'm not sure the number. Oh, that was Mike Oxbig. I wanted to say that correctly. Mike Oxbig. Mike Oxbig looked at Paul Barrier and said, yeah, that was fantastic, and gave him a high five in the middle of the jam. I love the sportsmanship right there between the two teams.
Frank Shredhot up against a Dangle Sauce. Ooh, Shred trying to go on that inside. Goes toe-to-toe with Sling and Grits. Grits takes him down, but he pops right back up for lead.
Sling and Grits being taken out by the Philly pivot.
And I was wrong. That was not lead. That was a no pass, no penalty. And Dangle Sauce is lead. Shredhot trying to tap those hips, but can't call it off. He's not in control. Again, sometimes you both make it out. You might make it out first, but if you committed a penalty that wasn't necessarily impactful on play, the referee is going to let you go, not send you to the box, but they're also not going to let you be lead.
But they're also going to look at you like, I'm not mad, but I am disappointed.
And they're going to shake their finger at you. They're going to say, nah, next time you do it, I'm going to send you to the penalty box.
Paul Barrier doing a fantastic job out front, trying to hold back Homestar Roller, but Homestar, with a little bit of a spin off, comes out lead jammer status against Brad Brobrands.
This is a fast-moving pack that we've been seeing here with with the Shenanigans.
Jackson with a little bit of offense against 410 something generic. I absolutely love that name.
I love that name. It might be the best name this weekend.
For as fitting as Roller Derby Tournament 2024 is, something generic should be the team or the tournament mascot.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
I agree with that. I think that is a...
The only thing better that I could come up with is there used to be a ref in Colorado that went by the name Nameless. Nameless right here would have been like the perfect person.
Yes. And I believe Philly has a skater who's also just called Hooligan Member. Love that. Casco Bay has a skater that's some skater named X.
Oh,
or like a skater named X.
Skater named X.
Yes. So I just love those just, this is a person. This is a human on the track. But I do have to say, my favorite ref name of the weekend is Colin M. Fairley. I was impressed with that one. That was a good job.
That was, absolutely. But are they calling them fairly? We don't know. But we love them anyways.
I mean, they are calling them fairly. Maybe we, again, have a different vantage point than the referees.
Absolutely.
Not only are we, stationary in a box, we also have a TV monitor in front of us where the referees are seeing just bodies and making those split decision calls. And that's the nice advantage of having official reviews. So, hey, I'm your coach. I see something. I think it should be called. I'm going to talk to the referees and, point it out like, hey, anybody else out on the track see this? We need to talk about it. And
100%.
then, then they can get that either call issued or reversed to help out their team. So,
and massive shout out to whoever's doing the overall production, the camera setups and everything, to our producer.
Good friend Brian.
Good friend Brian. The quality level of the video feed, the camera setups, all the angles that, it's nice to have a camera out there. We're lucky nowadays if we have one, maybe two cameras, but this has been a fantastic camera coverage for the live feed this weekend.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Shout out to Cleveland Guardians for bringing in such a great streaming team to provide this quality service to you for no cost. I remember back in the days when WFTDA TV started doing quality high def streams, and you would have to purchase that for $49.95.
Oh yes.
And shout out to them for all the efforts. Sometimes that $49.95 was terrible. It was not worth $199.99.
But back in the days of Gotham and Rose, battling it out for tournament championships, world championships, like that was sometimes worth it.
Oh, absolutely. Even if I saw it flicker, it's like, when you're a kid and you're trying to watch cable TV and you don't have cable TV.
Top of the screen is on the bottom, bottom's on
exactly.
the top.
Like, I think I saw Bonnie Destroyer.
Oh, we're so old.
We're so old, let me tell you.
Bugsy going off, lead jammer status against Skidney Crosby as we start jam number 11.
Oh, big apex jump. Lands that beautifully, calls it off for 4 points. I thought for a second Mike Oxbig was going to catch him, but did not.
Bugsy's quickly becoming one of my favorite jammers for the weekend, and I have to play against him later today, and I'm not a fan, so I'm taking all the mental and emotional notes that I possibly can absorb in this game to say, you can do this, you can do this, you got this, let's go, hold Bugsy, and everything will be fine.
I'm just going to say follow through because he's rubber and he will bend as you hit him.
He's so flexy.
He is, and youth. He has youth.
Yeah, shout out to these young jammers coming up from JRDA. Frank Shred Hot taking off lead jammer status against Dingle Sauce, extending that lead jammer streak happening for Philadelphia.
Frank Shred Hot able to bust the wall and get through for those 4 points and call it off. So Sadie Masochist was not an expulsion, it was an equipment check. Sadie looks like back on the track, has armbands on now, helmet looks all back in place. So thank goodness the Zombies are definitely better off having Sadie in their roster.
100%. And thank you for the officials for giving her that opportunity to make any corrections needed to the uniform to allow them to stay in play. Bad Bromance facing off against Homestar Roller, both defensive walls doing a fantastic job keeping it slow. And as I say that, Homestar Roller coming out lead jammer for Philadelphia.
Penalty box full of the Zombies. Jackson and Hef just now being released from the penalty box.
Homestar Roller with an easy 4 points comes out, calls off the jam, extending the lead 49-17, 17 minutes left in period 1. It's nice to see a lot of the hooligans, like back in the Penn jersey phase, a lot of these returning skaters coming out and playing this weekend. Jam ref sneaking out,
nice.
Looking and make sure everything is legal as Skidney Crosby comes through. Fantastic play there by Philadelphia.
Nice work by Hef there. Hef teaming up with Sling and Grits to throw Skidney Crosby off his feet and also give that tiny bit of an opening. Wow, what a whirlwind of offense by Mike Oxbig and Rolling Thunder. Just kind of did a cyclone around the Zombies, opened up that inside line, and Skidney Crosby gets through for 4 and calls it off.
He absorbed the power of the beard to make that play happen. And a glorious beard it is, Mr. Oxbig. Mm-hmm. A glorious beard it is.
I believe it's braided, isn't it? There's like a braid coming from his beard.
That's so fantastic.
It was the combination of the beard and the lighted wheels of Rolling Thunder.
Wowie wow. Slow derby to start off. Jam number 15, Frank Shred Hot versus Dangle Sauce.
Ooh, Dangle Sauce spinning through, gets caught up by, I believe that was Knucklehead.
Yeah, Knucklehead taking the inside of the track, looking around like just to make sure that a penalty wasn't assessed. Big hit being played by 703. That was Smash Ketchum, but Dangle Sauce was able to recover, comes up. Lead jammer status goes to Frank.
A little bit slow to recover there. I'm hoping Dangle Sauce is okay. So saw him holding his head a little bit, but failed attempt there by Frank Shred Hot to jump that apex. Goes out of bounds and sees Dangle Sauce coming up for points, calls it off.
Dangle Sauce is a massive jammer, so to be able to make that big of a hit and take him out is not an easy task to do, but he was going up against Smash Ketchum, so no surprise there. Smash Ketchum has been a very dominant skater in many years.
So Jackson in the penalty box again. Forearms is apparently the penalty du jour. Jackson is sitting on 5 penalties going in. We're in 14. We have 14, 15 left in this first half. Again, Zombies can't afford to lose Jackson to penalties.
Mary doing everything she can to hold back Bad Bromance. Stretches out. Is called an out-of-play block, but kind of worth it to slow down Bad Bromance.
And Bad Bromance was not giving up. Bad Bromance wanted that lead. I mean, this is only the 4th time that the Zombies have gotten lead in this first half. Bromance got lead in the first jam, and now we're in jam 15. Gets lead again. No points for either team. This has been 2 scoreless jams in a row.
Shout out to them, the defensive players, man. The defensive walls are doing a fantastic job playing smart derby, tight derby. But this has definitely become an extremely physical game on both sides.
Oh no, Skidney Crosby being called out on a penalty. Let's see if the Zombies and Bugsies can capitalize on this. Looks like that was a head block there by Skidney. I'm thinking as Skidney went down, he must have cut somebody with his head.
Sadie has some fantastic offense being played on the inside of turn 2 to help get Bugsy out for lead jammer status. Sadie has done a fantastic job, a major asset commanding these Pittsburgh Undead defense. Big offense now being played by number 42, Mr. Sir Guy. But to no avail, Bugsy's still in that strong, slow Philadelphia wall.
Get another hit again by Sir Guy. Just enough of a tap to send Skidney into the infield and gives time Bugsy pick up a couple points and call it off. 6 points for the ZomBees, breaks their scoreless streak.
Yeah, 6 very important points. Low scoring game so far, just under 12 minutes now. Very, very low scoring game, which is a strong attribute to both defensive teams. Playing smart, playing strong, playing together.
Absolutely. I mean, you can tell the defense on the ZomBees is pretty impressive because it keeps holding Philly to, forcing them to get their 4 and call it, get their 4 and call it. I mean, we're seeing the biggest jam that we had so far was in jam number 2. Skidney Crosby had a 12-point jam. Every jam since then, it would 2 points, 8 points, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. So they're not getting, they're not going for big points. They're getting their points, increasing their lead bit by bit, and then calling it off.
Yep.
So
Pittsburgh is going to have a major opportunity in the second half to, take advantage of things, but they just called a team timeout, so hopefully they can regroup and recover and come up with a plan to figure out how to shut down these Shenanigans jammers.
Yep. And hey, if you are impressed with what you're seeing here today, I know I am. If you want to play roller derby, the Cleveland Guardians are excited to announce, they're actively recruiting and they want you. No experience is needed to join the team. We'll teach you everything you need to know about roller derby from the wheels up. Our sport offers community and connection with a diverse group of skaters. Email recruiting@clevelandguardians.com for more details and find out how you can be a Guardian today. Or, again, look for any of your local leagues. I'm sure that each of these teams have social media, and Dangle Sauce, look at that. Dangle Sauce feels like keeping up the streak, is lead jammer for the ZomBees.
Frank Shredhot really close out there, though. 2 big powerhouse jammers out here. Dangle Sauce calls off the jam. A quick 3-0 jam. And again, controlling the clock, controlling the gameplay. Very, very smart plays by both teams.
Yep, and you can see, I mean, again, as I'm keeping my little chicken scratch stats here, scoreless jams for both teams for 2 jams in a row. Momentum shifting a little to the Undead, and then the Undead able to keep the Shenanigans scoreless while scoring points. So a little bit of role reversal here. Maybe we're seeing the change of fortune. The winds have switched, and Bromance lead jammer.
Mega hit by Hef coming in on Homestar Roller, but Homestar Roller was unfazed.
A beautiful offense by Hef. Totally had Marv pinched off, had that open line for the outside for Bromance to slide past and pick up those 4 points.
Pittsburgh Undead has a stacked roster right now for a B team. And with all the amount of experience, it's really impressive that Philadelphia is able to do this much damage and shutting down these jammers. It's phenomenal to watch, especially after the last game that we just witnessed. Bugsy out, lead jammer status for Pittsburgh.
Ooh, Skidney thought might have had a little bit of a wheel malfunction there, kind of stumbled down. Attempt by Rolling Thunder to throw a booty into Bugsy, shakes it off, gets 4 points and calls it. Well, been announcing quite a bit across the East Coast this season, and I got to tell you, the Shenanigans have a stacked roster also.
They really do.
There's lots of hooligans who, that are able to both teams, since there is that rule in MURDA that you can have like 5 crossover members on each charter, so both of these teams are taking that into consideration in these B-team sanctioned games. So.
Absolutely. But even though it's a B-team game, you really wouldn't notice it looking outside in. Like,
no.
These teams are going all out today.
Ooh, Shred Hot just powers his way through, shoulders Mr. Sergai to get through and gets those 4 points and calls it.
The Philadelphia Jammers are so massive. Looking at them and their capabilities and what they're able to do out there today has just been really a lot of fun to watch as well. Major tasking for the Pittsburgh defensive teams to figure out how to get lower than these taller blockers or taller jammers and understand how to get a little bit more track coverage to prevent them from those big apex jumps and big hits. For sure.
And I always remember in the early days of Derby, it was like, you want small jammers. Tall jammers are more destructive. Tall jammers are just as important and can do just as much damage.
And we've seen that numerous times today.
Oh, and Jackson getting a high block, heading to the penalty box. This is penalty number 6, and we're only in the first half. Oh, and I totally missed it. This is a power jam. Bromance sitting in the penalty box. Homestar Roller running out there unopposed, just picking up now first 4 points, while Bromance released from the penalty box. Do believe he still needs to complete the initial pass.
Bromance pushing hard with a little bit of offensive help from Candy Crush.
Bromance and Homestar getting out of the pack at the same time, but Bromance is, again, only on the initial. Homestar, eagle eye, watching Bromance, and just as he's about to approach the pack, Homestar calls it off.
Nice little apex hop by one of the Phyllis skaters, Scarlett, to rejoin the pack up front, reforming and playing a little bit of defense from the front side of the pack to shut down the opposing jammer. Smart play by Philadelphia. Very relaxed wall now with Philadelphia.
Ooh, nice work by Sling and Grits. Flies up to the front of the back pack, catches Skidney Crosby, slows him down a little bit, but he is able to shake it off, gets out, is lead.
Skidney came full force up against 610.
That's Mr. Heff. Ooh, big hit by Rolling Thunder. Oh, that just sent Bugsy into the atmosphere. Ooh, nice step around there. Bugsy getting offensive help by Sadie, but one tap by Mike Oxbig. Oh, I'm sorry. Mike Oxbig doesn't have a braid in his beard. He has a rat tail.
Oh, there you go.
I knew I saw it somewhere. Props to the rat tail. Oh, Bugsy being sent to the penalty box. This is a power jam for Skidney Crosby.
Looks like we got a little bit of an on-track rivalry now between Sling and Grits and Ice 9. Both skaters playing very, very hard against each other.
Tumba number 5 getting up there, playing offense, just pinballing off of each of the zombies, trying to break up that wall in an effort so it's nice and clear when Skidney hit the pack. That's a 20-point jam for Skidney Crosby. Skidney Crosby. See, they're changing the scoreboard up so quickly that I was like, wait a minute. And again, smart call off by the Shenanigans. Bugsy still in the penalty box, so this is going to be a power start for Franks.
Another lead jam for Frank Shredhot. Philadelphia doing a fantastic job controlling everything on the track. Re-enters the pack pushes hard. Mr. Sir Guy controlling the front, playing strong defense.
Nice work there by Mr. Sir Guy and pushy power.
I have no idea how Bugsy stayed on track. Oh, they did call him on a penalty, so track cut being called. Power jam to Philadelphia.
Again, this is double power jam in this jam number 24. But, that was amazing blocking work there by Mr. Sergai and Pushy Power. Pushy Power last season, 2023, was Rookie of the Year for Pittsburgh Roller Derby.
A high block now being called for Philadelphia. 2-minute jam.
Good thing it's less than a minute for both.
Bugsy standing and is released. Few seconds to go, and we should get both jammers back out. Bugsy pushing hard up front. 1018 Misery Machine. Misery Machine doing everything they can to hold Bugsy back.
Bugsy with star in hand.
Misery Machine playing a little bit of offense inside the pack.
Ooh, tries to dip under Paul Barrier and with a killer apex jump. I just saw your head whip like, oh my God.
I didn't think he was going to go for it. Like, I seriously did not think he was going to go for it right there because of how many skaters were sitting on the line.
I'm impressed that he landed it because, wow, that was a wild jump. Wild jump.
Candy Crusher being sent to the penalty box right at the end. Whistles are being blown. Official review being called.
An official review is being called by the ZomBees.
2:35 remaining in the half. 97-38 going into Jam 25. I think they're using it as a team timeout to settle down and regroup, catch your breath a little bit.
Which would make sense because they only have one team timeout left. And as we saw in their bout yesterday, going into the second half, they ran out of timeouts and they could have really used them.
They could have absolutely used them. I think the smartest use of timeouts so far has been Detroit's.
Yes.
Doing a fantastic job, just holding on to them with dear life. Yep. And a prayer for the second half of gameplay on both games. Just such an amazing crew.
I also think that Terminus, you guys did a really good job with managing your timeouts. So
we did everything we could. However, we did get a lot of help from Flower City and from Brainfire. Who did we play yesterday? Flower City and
Valor, and you played. Hi, why? Yeah, we're seriously.
Why can't I? It's Sunday, folks.
Let's look at our schedule from yesterday. You played Austin.
Austin, yeah, that team. Jeez. Both teams actually helped us out with timeouts, and that was our saving grace, especially against Austin Anarchy.
Okay, and look at that dangle sauce out. Lead jammer for the ZomBees.
Big hit being played against 410 something generic. Dangle Sauce really forcing their way.
And uncharacteristically, we just saw Homestar Roller have trouble get through the pack.
Backlock being assessed by something generic now.
Okay, that was.
Yeah, Philadelphia playing really hard now against Sling and Grits.
And that was a 4-0 jam in favor of the ZomBees.
Jackson sitting on 6 penalties. I have not seen Jackson in a couple jams now, I think.
Yeah.
I think they might be saving Jackson for the second half. Bad Bromance facing off against Knucklehead. Knucklehead out lead jammer status.
Yeah, Knucklehead is not a jammer typically, so Philadelphia just maybe taking a chance, resting some of their jammers. Oh, Knucklehead going directly into Paul Barrier. Paul Barrier getting back up, joining that wall. Sadie Masochist dropping him into the infield, drags him back, gives the opportunity for Bromance to call off the jam. I'm sorry. That was Knucklehead who called off the jam. Got 1 point and called it off.
Sadie being assessed a penalty at the end of that jam, so they will start in the penalty box. Jam 27 about to start. Bugsy facing off against Frank Shredhots. Very slow start to the jam. Both jammers playing very patiently, very cautiously.
Oh yeah, this is just everyone is stacked at that line. Great tripod by the Shenanigans. But Candy, one-on-one trying to prevent Shredhot. Shredhot is able to dip under Candy's hips, gets lead.
Pittsburgh regrouping out in the front. Shredhot pushing up against Paul Berry. And is awarded 4 points, maybe? 4 points.
So we are back 59 seconds and counting down to the second half of this Philadelphia Shenanigans versus Pittsburgh Zombies bout. Shenanigans in the lead 98-46. Again, not comfortable lead, but not something insurmountable. Zombies could crawl back from the grave, crawl out of that grave, and retake the lead. You know, we saw a stellar bout early this morning with the Cleveland Guardians against Detroit Riot. Back and forth. Detroit crawled out from a deficit, took the lead, and then in the very last seconds of the game had a jammer penalty, sent the jammer to the penalty box, and right-hand man came in clutch and grabbed that win. You know, we could see the same thing occurring here with the Zombies versus the Shenanigans. Was very even play towards the second half of the first half. You know, the Shenanigans were pretty much in control for that first portion of period one, but the Zombies kind of found their momentum, was matching them point for point, holding the Shenanigans to 0 often. So this should be an exciting second half. I'm ready for it. How about you, Boo?
I'm excited. I want to see what kind of adjustments Pittsburgh does on the second half. It did get a little spicy at the end with some bigger hits, bigger plays. So I want to see how everybody, you know, regrounds itself a little bit to start off the second half, but also to see if there's any grouping change-ups or what they do defensive-wise to try and slow things down a little bit against the Philadelphia Jammers.
I mean, we will definitely see some changes from the Zombies. Jackson sitting on 6 penalties. You know, close behind him, Hef sitting on 5. But Jackson, key member of that blocking, that defense. That can make a difference as they're reserving him, keep him out of penalty trouble.
Pittsburgh has come out strong right now with one of their stronger, more larger, dominant walls.
Help.
Dang.
Homestar able, though, to find that crack in the dominant wall, gets out first for lead.
Something generic playing a little bit of an early offense. Homestar going through on the opposite side of the offense, not following it through.
Wow, our mics are so good, they're picking up Coach Dozer. We can hear you in our mics. Dozer, one of the skating members of the Pittsburgh Undead, coach of the Pittsburgh Derby Brats.
One of my all-time favorite skaters to skate against. I've skated against Dozer so many times. Wonderful, wonderful human. Skidney Crosby out lead jammer status for Shenanigans against Bad Bromance. Bad Bromance has not exited the pack yet. Philadelphia doing a fantastic job shutting him down.
And no, Bromance heading to the penalty box. This is going to be a illegal contact penalty for Bromance.
So next level skate shot power jam for Philadelphia Shenanigans. Slinging Grit's doing a fantastic job slowing them down as long as she could, but 4 points being awarded to Philadelphia.
Ooh, Skidney hitting that wall hard. Totally solid. He bounces and falls, but recovers quickly and calls it off.
I like the opportunity for jammers to hit walls before anybody on the defense plays offense, giving the jammer the opportunity, because sometimes if you play offense a little too early, offense gets in the way, or the jammer actually goes in a completely different direction. Worst case scenario, you play offense and that opposing wall just skates away and negates that offense altogether. So fantastic job there by the offense.
Ooh, Dangle Sauce gets low. Bull in a China shop through the wall is your lead jammer for the Zombies.
Fast packing played now by both teams. Dread Sauce, or Dangle Sauce, trying to get a little bit of help on that fast pack, and does get awarded 1 point.
Yeah, 1 point and calls it. Doesn't want to give Shred Hot any opportunity to pick up points.
Dangle Sauce is going to have a fantastic career. This is my first time seeing them skate, and just highly impressed with everything that Dangle Sauce is able to do on this track.
So this weekend is Dangle Sauce's first MRDA games.
Overall, wow, okay.
Yep.
Such a fantastic skater to watch.
Heck yeah. We are lucky to have had Dangle transfer to Pittsburgh.
Bugsy out lead jammer status. Homestar Roller has been a very, very dominating jammer for Philadelphia. But Bugsy just a little too quick. Hit on the outside, calls off the jam as Homestar Roller trying to sneak in, turns on the Jets for 1 additional point. Does not get any points by either jam. Oh, excuse me. Pittsburgh was awarded 1.
They did give him 1.
Jam number 5 starting with Dangle Sauce facing off against Skidney Crosby. We've seen this matchup a few times already today. Both walls really sitting close on each other, trying to make the biggest pack possible.
Ooh, nice work by Candy and Slinging Grits. Double teams Skidney to knock him out of bounds. Just what Zombies needed in Dangle Sauce as your lead jammer.
That was a great tag team with Slinging Grits and Candy. Skidney Crosby was trying to call off the play, but is not lead jammer, so a little bit of an error there by Philadelphia.
Nice little sidestep there by Dangle Sauce, right in between and over Ice 9 and Tombo number 5 to pick up 4 points.
Great awareness by the jammer effort, not getting that confusion and calling it off accidentally, which would have awarded a penalty to the Philadelphia jammer.
Nice jam by Dangle Sauce. 12 points, it looks like.
12
all said and done.
Much-needed points.
Yep, absolutely. And that has been the biggest jam so far for the Zombies for Pittsburgh. I mean, we saw basically foursies here, threesies there. 1 7-point jam, 12 points is massive. And what the Zombies are looking to repeat.
Romance coming out the outside of turn 1, lead jammer against Fred Shredhot. Fast moving pack now. Hopefully, Sadie was able to come out, but another blocker was awarded the penalty.
My goodness, this is fast. Are we? Is this NASCAR?
This looks like old school bank track.
I mean,
big
my goodness.
pile up on turn 4. Bad Romance sneaking out.
With the whip.
Oh, man.
Ooh, that whip was intense off of Hef. Sends Bromance flying, but he's able to call it off. Takes a second to get back up.
And massive cheers coming from the Pittsburgh bench on that. That was a lot of fun to watch. Yeah, personally, like, I'm personally not a fan of the whip, but I love using my blockers as a battering ram. Like, I'm using you for cannon fodder. I'm sorry. Hold on. You're going for a ride. Whoa! Bugsy for a big hit. Almost cleared out for Lee Jam.
But you know what? Something generic went out of bounds, and if that was me, I would have kept going. The person that takes you out goes out, you right back in.
This will be Jackson's first time on the track as a blocker for the second half. Call off, a bunch of whistles, 0-0 to finish it off.
So, from the Peanut Gallery, USAR's rule set, Fast Derby, that's our shtick. MRDA, we play slow. Let USARs have their Fast Derby. No, I like Derby in all formats.
I once head refed a Wifted game, not knowing that it was actually played under USAR's rules. I had never seen USAR's rules at that point. It was one of the hardest games that I have ever been an official for. Dangle sauce out, Lee Jammer status for Pittsburgh ZomBees. We do have a star pass for Philadelphia.
Oh man, Rolling Thunder passing that star to Mike Oxbig.
Sadie with a little less bit of hope on that defensive side to unavail.
Hef going to the penalty box. That's penalty number 6 for Hef.
Got kind of a nice rotisserie of in and outs. Looks like we might have a track cut also being awarded to Dangle Sauce at the end of that jam.
Oh.
So this could be a next level skate shop power jam for Philadelphia. Exactly what the ZomBees do not need at this point. Frank Shredhod jamming now for Philadelphia.
Paul Barrier and Mr. Sergai doing a great job, but Frank Shredhod able to push Paul off that line, get out, and picks up lead.
Philadelphia had Hawk in the back of the pack. They missed a great opportunity there where they could redefine the pack and got the out of play up front, but Frank has come out for scoring points. Oh, big hit on Dread Sauce from Knucklehead.
Shred completing a second scoring pass, 8 points.
Dangle Sauce has taken off the stars, trying to make something happen out in front, but Philadelphia doing a fantastic job keeping recycling up in front. Dangle Sauce very exhausted, very tired, doing everything he can to stay out.
Dangle Sauce with great footwork there, trying to work those edges and just push off and roll off of Smash Ketchum. Hef coming up, trying to offer some offense, but is also in position to take on Shred. And that was just a block. And that's not good because that is penalty number 7 for Hef. Hef is going to foul out there.
He's been awarded a second penalty on top of that.
Yeah, he was questioning that. He was, saying that he was actually protecting himself when he was being called a high block, and the referees didn't like that sass and assessed a second penalty. So
things are getting spicy out here.
Things are getting spicy out here.
So team timeout now being called by Zombies. Sadie Maximus is taking the penalty spot for Hef. And Hef will be asked to leave the track.
Yeah, and that's a bummer.
So that'll be approximately a 1.5 minute penalty situation for Sadie Maximus. Or excuse me, 30 to 45 seconds, excuse me.
Yeah, because it was a double penalty.
Yep.
So with Sadie performing Zen mastery in the penalty box, bring it down, bring it down. Like my good friend Mary Chaos says, okay, y'all are way up here on the spice level. You're like the Reaper up here. We need you to come down to just like, a green pepper. Like we need to come down like Scotch bonnet. Like the spice level has to come down. And these two teams, in the land of other sports, this is the Turnpike rivalry. Pittsburgh to Philly, Turnpike rivalry here. So, and Homestar out with lead.
Bad Bromance fighting against Philadelphia up front. A three wall against 2. Easy pass through for Homestar Roller for 4 points. Star pass now to Candy Crusher. Bromance barely holding on to that star.
So that star pass was not complete. Has to hand it back to Bromance. Bromance can either choose to continue jamming or make a legal star pass to Candy. Shout out to Candy. Again, young skater, has aged up from juniors, knowing the rules well enough that was like, crap, I can't take the AO.
Yeah.
I got to give this back and reset.
Once she took the star, too, I was looking at Bad Bromance, and I was wondering if he was actually on the ground when that pass was completed. So, fantastic job by the two of them to assess the situation and recover. Candy Crusher with a final big hit on Homestead Roller. That was... as Homestar Roller was calling off the jam. 13-0 Philadelphia with a commanding lead now over Pittsburgh Zombies.
Yep, they are more than double the points here. So, at a 68-point deficit for the Zombies. If I did my math correctly,
Math is hard.
Me talk good, me don't number good. When you hire me for these jobs, it's not because I'm, doing calculations. Now, if I had my Excel up, I would be mathing all over the place.
Absolutely. Uh-oh, I just broke Pinky. So in light of all the things, this is that Star Trek thing that I was thinking of yesterday. Fantastic memes coming out. Mm-hmm. Cleveland Guardians are excited to announce their 2025 home season opener on St. Paddy's Day weekend, March 15th. Be sure to subscribe to the Twitch channel, watch bouts and from past seasons on YouTube channel, and stay connected with live updates following our Facebook and Instagram using the handle at Cleveland Guardians. The OG Cleveland Guardians, not the fakes in the baseball team.
I mean, you could have picked
any other name. Any name.
Just a tiny bit of research would have told you.
Just kidding. A bunch of whistles being played and everybody takes off skating. So this will be a power jam start for Bugsy and the Pittsburgh Zombies.
Shout out to the Zombies fans there. That's Busta, and I'm pretty sure Bugsy's parents holding up the Bring Out Your Dead signs.
Oh, wow.
And Bugsy's like, yeah, that's my mom, Pa. I'm going to go ahead and run right through and get that lead. Nice work by Bugsy. Hops over Mike Oxbig. And this is a power jam. Homestar Roller sitting in the penalty box.
Slaughter was playing offense to the inside earlier, and Bugsy actually went to the same side, which is kind of interesting. Mike Oxbig playing a lot of offense there, trying to get their jammer out. Power jam now for Bugsy and
second
Pittsburgh.
one. This is a second power jam in one jam. Jam 11. Come on. Take advantage, Pittsburgh.
Offense being played to the inside. Mike Oxbig hoping for one hit, and Bugsy's out for 4 points.
Bugsy.
Little spinning and twirling by Bugsy.
Bugsy keeping pushing, sees that the jammer is standing, is going to opt to call it off. Reset. Looks like Pig does pick up another 4 points, so that's a 16-point jam for Bugsy.
Homestar rolling and holding up a number 1, saying he's got 1 second left. So this is going to be a great opportunity, but very brief opportunity for Pittsburgh Zombies.
Let's hope that Bromance can just be shot out of a cannon and leaps over the wall.
We're going to slingshot, boys.
Where's the trebuchet? And he does it.
On the inside of 1018 Misery Machine.
Ooh, Homestar roller, able to step around Embolism, gets out for the initial pass.
Bromance juking and jiving on the outside of Misery Machine. 4 points, calls off the jam, and ices Homestar Roller. 4 much needed points, 85 to 133, 15 minutes remaining going into Jam 13.
Hey, and we would like to thank Athletic Brewing Company for donating some of their amazing beverages for Roller Derby Tournament 2024. Athletic Brewing is dedicated to crafting delicious non-alcoholic beer that you can enjoy anytime and anywhere with no worries and no hangovers. Stop by the beer box and try one or all of their 4 tasty options available this weekend. I have to say that I am a fan of Athletic Brewing. You can pick it up at your local bottle shops. There's a really cool place in Pittsburgh called Open Road, and they are a non-alcoholic bottle shop. So they have Athletic Brewing and many other different options for those of us that, like the taste of beer, but are living a sober life. So, it's fun. It's great. You can have a beer at 11 o'clock in the morning and not worry about it.
I absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. And it's a good party trick, too, because you can show up to work and look like you're drinking.
Yep. And, sometimes you're in that awkward situation where you're going to a party and everyone's drinking and, you don't want to have that argument about
excluded.
no, I don't drink. You don't necessarily need to share that, and you just show up with your Athletic Brewing and they're none the wiser.
I absolutely love that perspective. I hadn't thought about that. That's wonderful.
Yep. And frankly, some of those I've had, I have to stop and go, are you sure there's not booze in this? Because this really tastes like the beer that it's the alcoholic version that it's mocking. So, yeah, I question my life sometimes. A lot of times, actually.
A lot of times. We're in roller derby. We always question our lives. What are we doing
That's
here?
the first thing I question in life. But I do not question the talent of Dangle Sauce. Out quickly with lead jam for the Zombies.
Nice little pirouette by 410, something generic. Massive pileup on turn 3. And a jam is called off. Dangle Sauce being awarded.
Did he get
4
all
points.
4? I
Yes, he
am
did.
seeing all 4 there.
1 blocker each now in the penalty box going into jam number 14. 3-on-3 pack situation for both teams as Skidney Crosby takes off against Bugsy.
I don't think we shouted out our skating officials for this bout. With this bout, we've got Will Hudson, we've got Disco to the Box, Carmen Dragon, Chemical Restraint, Damon Mistress, A. Grew, Fighting Girlfriend, and David Feckham.
Big pile up now on the pivot line, 87. Skinny Crosby doing everything he can to come out. Sadie Masochist and Candy Crusher doing a fantastic 2-wall. Lead jammer to Philadelphia.
Bugsy not lead, completing the initial pack, comes flying up as fast as possible, trying to catch at least 1 point there before Skidney calls it off. But Skidney Crosby being called off on a penalty. Oh, that looks like that was a low block. So this is a power jam for Pittsburgh and Bugsy.
Sadie Mask is playing mega offense on Tombo number 5.
Oh, but Marv sends Bugsy flying, drags him back to turn 4.
2 all up front. A lot of bodies flying everywhere. Tombo number 5 doing a fantastic job staying positional.
Beautiful offense by Sling and Grit. Sorry, I didn't mean to step on you there.
No, that was good. That was Sling and Grit's doing a fantastic job trying to create an opportunity for Bugsy.
Ooh, Rolling Thunder sending Bugsy off the track, but Bugsy was already going off the track because this is now a power jam for Skidney Crosby.
Yeah, there was a down skater from Philadelphia. Bugsy ran into them as they did fall down and fall small.
Yep,
so big mishap. Sadie Maskis now being called on a track cut. So we have a round robin through the penalty box.
Ooh, nice catch by Candy. Just enough, gets under Skidney, sends him flying off the track.
Candy Crusher, again, from yesterday, proving a point that small players can make some powerful, big, impactful plays. That was just a mega, wonderful, lovely hit. A lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, the smart play, how you use what you've got.
Absolutely. Create those opportunities for yourself when you can. Bromance now facing off against Frank Shred Hots. Frank out, lead jammer status. Philadelphia doing a mega job right now holding Bromance. Bromance coming up against the pivot. That's Misery Machine, but Bromance is now out for their scoring pass. And that is a call-off from the ground. Did score 3 points for Philadelphia.
It's a good thing I don't have to turn these producer sheets into anybody because nobody can read them but me.
That's a wonderful thing. Are you writing in cursive? I don't know. Is it an alien language? I don't know. Can I understand it? Yes. That's all that matters. Oh my goodness. Homestar Roller taking advantage of a massive pileup lead jammer to Philadelphia.
Oh, and that's a tall versus small there. Uller slowing up Dangle Sauce, but Dangle Sauce able to chip away, get Uller to stand up, and he can get around. Completes the initial pass while Homestar on a scoring run gets those 4 and calls it.
Something Generic tried to play offense on Slinging Grins and immediately regretted the consequences as he fell to the ground.
And I see Ohmwrecker calling for an official review. So we shall see what is occurring here in this official review.
Roller Derby Athletics is your ultimate online resource for new and seasoned skaters. We offer expert guidance, off-skates, workouts, team training, and an inclusive community to help you level up. Roller Derby Athletics strives to help skaters become safe, strong, and unstoppable, which we have seen multiple times this weekend.
And you know what? Roller Derby Athletics is good for announcers, too. I signed up for Roller Derby Athletics.
Hey, nice.
Got to be in some sort of shape. Okay. So what did Fighting Girlfriend tell us, Bujitsu?
They are looking for a track cut on the black jammer on that previous jam.
Black is seeking it on the white jammer, I believe.
Black is seeking it on white.
Yes. Perfect.
Yeah, I did say that backwards because OM Wrecker is wearing white.
Yes, that is confusing to have your coach in the opposite color of your actual team. So
Colors is hard. They did assess and discuss some things. The no call will stand, so no jammer penalty will be assessed to Philadelphia.
And that means that Pittsburgh will lose their official review, and they're out of timeouts too.
They're out of timeouts.
We only have 10 minutes, under 10 minutes left in this game.
So play clean, Pittsburgh, play clean.
Or, somehow develop telepathy and send it to the Philadelphia bench and have them call a timeout for you when and if you need it. So
unlike the Terminus games, I don't think Philadelphia is going to try to help them out.
Absolutely not.
Not in this situation.
Like, we're friends with you guys, but no. No.
I will say, though, Zombies have closed up the score just a little bit, 97 to 149. So 52 points separation there.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a different game this second half. It's definitely more back and forth, trading lead jam for lead jam, 4 points for 4 points, where it was the first half was dominated by the Shenanigans.
Absolutely. And penalties right now aren't too big of a factor. Shenanigans have a couple people with 3 and 4. Zombies only have one person really that they're looking at, and that's Jackson sitting on 6. So, it really does come down to play and clock management at this point to finish out the last 10 minutes.
Yep. And Zombies did lose. Hef did did foul out. So, there is that. But as long as, you keep clean, conserve Jackson. Jackson is a fantastic blocker, but is sitting on 6 penalties. Nobody really in penalty trouble for the Shenanigan. Again, most anybody on the Shenanigans have is 4, and that would be Marvy Lust.
And we do have an extended timeout right now because Philadelphia did take a team timeout, and Smash Ketchum standing in the penalty box, letting him know he's got 8 seconds remaining. Both jammers are out racing.
Bugsy with the lead. Bugsy coming hot on that outside.
Both defensive walls going off to the races. 3 points being awarded to Philly. And 3 also to Pittsburgh.
3 and 3. So that brings Pittsburgh to the century mark at 100. Shenanigans 152.
I have seen crazier things in life with roller derby, so 52 points is not that big of a gap, but it's enough.
Exactly. I mean, we've seen Freight Train put up a 32-point jam. I think Freight Train and blanking my brain, Sharknado both had 32-point jams so far in this tournament. So
both inspiring and disrespectful.
Exactly. Oh, Frank Shredhot heading to the penalty box while we have a star pass from Bugsy from Bromance to Sadie.
Sadie's coming out. They are on their scoring pass. 2 blockers in the penalty box for the Pittsburgh Zombies as Candy Crusher comes out to make it a 3-wall. A lot of offense now being played by Pittsburgh. We do have a skater down. Ollie's Gift Shop. Discover a delightful range of giftable accessories, jewelry, souvenirs, toys, and more at Ollie's Gift and Ship, an all-ages gift store with convenient and affordable shifting services in the Cedarly District here in Cleveland Heights. Shop in-store, online at olliesgift.com or follow Ollie's Gift on Instagram. That's Ollie, OLIE gift.com.
Slinging Grits starting to get back up on skates. Looks like maybe it was hit to the face of some sort. Going to take a seat with the medics. Everyone giving a big cheer. Always happy to see when a skater gets back up.
Especially somebody as important to the Zombies as Slinging Grits is and has been for this a wonderful addition to Pittsburgh.
Yep. You know, sometimes you do insult to injury. You know, Grits is originally from Cleveland, moved back to the Cleveland area, but is skating for Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So, you know, satellite skaters are great. It's nice to be able to offer an opportunity to skaters that maybe don't live that close to an MRDA league. Like, Bugsy and Candy, they're traveling from kind of like the Punxsutawney area of Pennsylvania, like Clearfield. So they're probably an hour-ish or more away from Pittsburgh. So they come with Nemesis. Nemesis is one of our veteran skaters. So you know, it's nice to give that opportunity to people like that. You can still be part of a team, meet those requirements, and you're going to be rostered.
Slinging Grits is actually kind of used to traveling, though. Living in North Carolina, traveling to South Carolina for Carolina Wrecking Balls. And, you know, look at Bones from Magic City. Bones now lives just south of Atlanta, still skates in Central Florida with Magic City.
Well, Beastang lives in California.
Yeah.
Same thing, you know, if you think about that, Twinkle Beef. Yeah, Twinkle Beef for Chicago moved to California, is still playing in Chicago. So, you know, yeah, it's great that we have those opportunities to all come together and, you know, keep your team cohesive.
That's
you know,
right.
If your job moves you sometimes you can't say no because I play roller derby and I have to stay here. So
life opportunities creates that, but once you find the team, once you find your people, once you find your crew, you have to stick with them thick and thin, no matter the distance.
Exactly.
Jam number 19 coming off. Dingle Sauce facing out against Homestar Roller. 7:40 left in this game. Lead jammer status going to Dangle Sauce. Bad Bromance comes out. That will clear out the penalty box. Dangle Sauce duking and driving comes through 4 points and calls off the jam to ice out the Shenanigans. 4 very important points for Pittsburgh Zombies. Could be one of the first jams we've started with an empty penalty box. Very important for both teams at this point, as we see Bugsy facing off now against Skidney Crosby.
And I apologize, I have slipped up on that name all weekend long because, you know, I'm from Pittsburgh and from the source of the name. I keep calling him Sydney instead of Skidney.
Oh, Skid Row. Skid, is that where that's from?
It's number 87,
Yeah.
Sidney Crosby, from the Penguins, Pittsburgh Penguins. So Skidney Crosby, because he's also wearing number 87.
That makes sense.
And I don't even watch hockey.
That makes sense. Big Egg pace jump on the inside of turn 2 against Ice 9. Bugsy showing some serious athleticism coming around. 8-0 jam for Philadelphia. 163-108, 6:03 left in the second half, going into jam number 21. And while we're on this, you know, since all the events recently over the past couple jams, a massive shout out to our medical staff that has volunteered their time to come out and patch us up, keep us in the play, and taking care of all our scrapes, and bruises and wounds. Bad Bromance now out lead jammer status for Pittsburgh. Very important lead jammer status as we close out the second half. Jackson playing a little bit of offense and fails against Misery Machine.
Ooh, smash, catch 'em. catches Bromance and pushes him out off the track, forces that call off.
We've gone now to a 41-point jam difference. Oh, no, 51-point jam difference.
But definitely very different second half than we saw in the first.
Misery Machine had a great moment right there where somebody tried to play offense. Misery Machine absorbed it. The blocker falls, and she just stands over him, looking at him like, "What was that?" that was a wonderful stare down for a moment. Homestar Roller lead jammer for the Shenanigans.
Ooh. Scarlett running to the front, trying to catch Dangle Sauce. Dangle dips underneath, completes the initial pass, but Homestar Roller just watching, waiting, taps those hips and calls it.
A nice little scuffle happened right there between Marv and Sadie. Some aggressive play, but respectful play as they were trying to put each blocker into a position that gave them the advantage for their jammers.
And I think, again, we're seeing the matchup of Bugsy against Skid Knee Crosby. Skid Knee.
Paul Barrier now being called on a multiplayer, so that will release Skid Knee Crosby for lead jammer, Philadelphia.
Yeah, losing that anchor in that wall worked against. And that apex jump, 1 foot landing, beautiful work by Skid Knee.
Jackson played a little bit of offense for Bugsy, but was turned away into a way that Skid Knee could take advantage of the blind side of Jackson. Jackson had no idea that Skid Knee was there. Fantastic awareness by Skid Knee, knowing exactly where to attack that wall. Sometimes you can use the opposing offense for your own gain, and it's a lot of fun because you get into that psyche against the opposing blockers that when they make that mistake, they realize they played offense for the wrong jammer. Oh, chef's kiss. Wonderful, wonderful moments.
Ooh, Bromance. Bromance back up. Skater who took him out also went down, so Bromance gets back on the track, had been determined lead, calls it off, keeps this a 0-0 jam.
Bromance will stay under the star, telling Dangle Sauce to chill out for a minute. I've got this.
I want to do over. I didn't get to do what I wanted to do.
Just kidding.
Me again. Yeah. Pick me.
Put me in, coach. I'm all ready.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. Truck, I'm singing. I'm singing again. Truck is focused. He's watching. Eagle eye.
As you all in the live stream should be also dialed in, because this is a fantastic exhibition of two wonderful, lovely powerhouse teams.
Oh no. I'm seeing Jackson slowly roll to the penalty box. So this will be Jackson's final penalty and a foul out.
Both jammers flying outside the track, almost taking out our OPRs. A little bit of hugs between the jammers. Great moment there. Whistles being blown now. Next up, game number 8 will be against Austin Anarchy and Flower City Roller Derby.
Oh, I'm excited for this.
I am too, actually.
This is going to be awesome. And I need to see, are the jorts in full force? We saw some jorts yesterday with Anarchy. Sundays are usually their jorts days when it's tournament weekend. So, Hey, Mom, you better be watching and you better have your jorts on.
I gotta say, anybody that can skate in jorts, I'm cool with those for a leisurely Saturday or Sunday, but jorts and roller derby takes a special person to wear, because the chafing, the aggressiveness, the tightness on the middle section of the body, that is just it seems so uncomfortable. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, I don't either. I will say though, I do one of those like fitness box subscriptions, and in one of them, I did receive a pair of jorts from a company called Born Primitive. So they are athletic. So they do kind of have like some stretch to them. So it's not really like just going to the Goodwill or your Salvation Army and buying some jeans and cutting them off. So
go and pop some tags.
So yeah, so maybe Austin Anarchy and Born Primitive need to get together and get a jorts sponsorship.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
and with something like that, that's kind of nice too, because like I've seen a lot of people wear jorts like Spanx or underpants, and it's just not the same.
No,
like
it's not.
I want to feel the denim in there.
Yep. So hey, if anybody wants the jorts that I own, I have outgrown my jorts, and I will gift them to you. Unless roller derby athletics, trying to get back into some sort of derby shape, maybe I'll fit into my jorts again.
Let's go. Link in bio, friends. 1:15 remaining in this game. 174-112. This could be a final jam against a very strong and wonderful Pittsburgh Zombies and Philadelphia Shenanigans. Shenanigans out, lead jammer status, Skidney Crosby. Let's see how this plays out. Is this going to be a final jam, or could they play one more? No penalties, no whammies.
Ooh, big hit by Paul Barrier. Takes Skidney to the outfield, draws him back into turn one, while Dangle Sauce flying around the track, trying to get back in time to score at least 1 point. But I'm not seeing anything going up for Dangle, and I'm seeing is that three fingers in the air from chemical restraint.
Skidney Crosby did a fantastic job coming up on the inside, but Slinging Grits teleports into midair and was able to play zone defense and shut him down. If it wouldn't have been for Slinging Grits, they would have gone out for another scoring pass, I think. 16 seconds remain, 177-112. Penalty box has cleared.
We've been so focused, we haven't even started thinking about our MVPs.
Oh, my goodness.
This is another one, like, my goodness, what am I going to do?
The pressure is so intense right now.
Oh, the Philly chant. They don't like us, we don't care. They care. Philly wants us to like them, and we do.
I will say that I missed the I believe it was Minnesota that had the hymnal of chants from Big O. I got to be a part of that Brew Crew thing. Oh, it was so much fun to be a part of. Jam is called off. 0-0 jam to possibly finish out game number, what are we on? Game number 7 of the weekend.